What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I overall wanted to talk on getting into gaming late. I know some of you guys probably wonder, like, what is the hype surrounding, like, gaming, the gaming world? Like, what overall brings people into a video game? And it could be one of many things. It could be a stress reliever for some people. They overall are addicted to video games, which is okay, but not if it's like a bad addiction, like you're, pushing off like away from like hanging out with people to play video games. That's one thing that I've discovered, that like video game addiction is real. Like there is this like old MTV show. I think MTV was trying to like create this court show, and it didn't do so good. Like the show, I think, ended up getting canceled. But I remember that there was a guy on there. He got addicted to this one game called I think it was League of Legends. I think it was that one. It was either League of Legends or World of Warcraft. One of those games. I think it was World of Warcraft. And his addiction got bad. Like I think the friend that was like quote unquote taking him to court. But I think they were just overall there to talk about their problems. It wasn't like he was actually winning any money from it. I think he was just more so just trying to call his friend out on having a video game addiction. But anyways, his friend, I think, had said that he hadn't seen him in months. And then when the dude was like, I guess like he would go to the gym, would work out. And dude was looking like 1980s like Arnold Schwarzenegger from Terminator. And then he started looking like me. If you don't know what I look like, just watch any of my latest videos on my main channel, TMossBoss. Like, and if you know who I am and you know the difference, then yeah, that's how bad it was. So my thing is that as long as you don't have like, if you play video games just to play it, okay, fine, cool. If you want to play video games just to play it, okay, fine, cool. But when you start telling like close friends of yours, people that you've known longer than, and the funny thing about it is that there's people that I have even known longer than certain games. But me, I'm like, I've gotten to the point in my life where games just make me mad. So I don't mind leaving away from a game. But I would say that I do have like a gaming addiction. But I have a gaming channel, so I have to have a gaming addiction. Because I'm like, I need content for that channel and stuff. But it's not bad to where like, let's say if like a close friend of mine is like, hey, let's hang out today, I'm hanging out with them. Period. Like it doesn't really matter overall. And it probably once it gets to the point where I'm like, when I get married and start having a family, I'm still gonna play video games. Like that's why I'm just praying and hoping like whoever my girlfriend slash wife is, I hope she accepts the fact that I like video games, or she plays video games herself. And I'm like, cool. Like, I think it's like, it's on, because I'm like, I have to play at some point in time. Like, to me, it is kind of a stress reliever, like, to just overall relax, take my mind off of things, get into a virtual world, shoot either aliens or whatever and stuff. Like, it's soothing, it's relaxing. So, For those out there getting into video games late, what should you know about video games? There's a lot, okay? There is a lot. From console, I mean, you can really get into anything, but for PC gaming, it is going to take a little bit longer. Like that PC gaming, I mean, I guess like if you do have like the stuff like that you need for PC gaming, then it should be okay. But it all depends on what you get for when you get into PC gaming. And if you want to do YouTube and streaming and all that stuff, there are videos that you can most likely find on YouTube, like how to be a streamer or what stuff do I need to be a streamer. And it'll get into like full details on what you need. But I mean, if you want to get like a console, because see, here's the thing, like if you're trying to figure out like what's easier to play on, they're all easy to play on, whether you're playing on a handheld console like the Nintendo Switch, or a regular console like the Xbox or PlayStation, or even on PC. Now, in my opinion, I like playing on, I like the controls on PC, but I overall like just the fact that you could just put a disc into a game, into a Xbox or a PlayStation and just start playing it. Like after a while on PC, like you're gonna have to keep constantly like upgrading your parts, and that's the same with the Xbox. But it's like you overall just gotta like upgrade the whole device, like rather than on a PC. Like, so for an example, they have a graphics card, like device or whatever you want to really call it and things. But there's a part in PCs where it overall focuses on the graphics of video games. If that's out of date, the game is going to look horrible and you're going to have to play it on the lowest settings. And if you try to play it on the highest settings, it's just going to be even worse. I remember when I got into PC gaming because I asked for a laptop for Christmas one year. And I remember I was just like, oh man, I could do all these different, like, I can, I don't have to, like, watch a certain amount of YouTube videos and then let somebody else go on it. Like, I got my own computer. Like, I don't think that, like, not too many people understood, like, how much that meant to me. I'm like, I can, like, watch as many YouTube videos as I want to watch. What else? I can pretty much be on the computer for as long as I want and don't have to worry about nobody being like, oh, time's up. Like, you gotta get off and let somebody else get on. I'm like, dang, bruh. And then plus, like, with a laptop, you could go to your room, you could go to the kitchen table and have you something to eat and watch like some Netflix or whatever and things like. Like it pays off having a laptop. So besides gaming, if you just want to overall get a laptop, get a gaming laptop. Because that'll treat you good. That'll treat you very, very good. So, but and I know that's in yeah. There's a lot to talk on with PC gaming, so I'm gonna get on that. But let's just talk like from smallest to the biggest, which is, I'll have to say, in my opinion, the smallest like gaming device out there will be a Nintendo Switch. Now, Nintendo Switch faces a lot of criticism, especially when it's like games that's like not meant for the Nintendo Switch. So, for an example, they do make the like basketball games on the Nintendo Switch, but the graphics aren't the same. I think the only game that really did look nice on the Nintendo Switch that I like was FIFA. Now, with that, I could tell you guys right now that the sport games do not change. Like, every year they just release the same crap. Only thing that they do is change the menus and add some different music. But other than that, like, nothing really changes with sport games. So if you're wanting to get into sport games, you can really get any sport game out there. It's all the same. I would recommend, I guess, like, if you want to play with other people, then yes, get the latest one. But if you don't really care for playing with other people, you can literally get any sports game out there and enjoy it, and it's going to literally be the same thing as any of the older ones and stuff. So there's sport games, and then there's shooting games. Now, shooting games are different. Games, I would have to say, like, with Call of Duty, like, they do like change it up a little bit. But overall, like, I feel like with the last few Call of Duties that they've released, they have been good. Because I think it was like Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare, and Black Ops Cold War. And all of them were good. They were all good. Like, especially this Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare is probably the biggest Call of Duty that they've ever released in modern times. Like, versus like the older Call of Duties. Yeah, this Modern Warfare that they released recently has been pretty good. Now, that wasn't the last Call of Duty that they released. The last Call of Duty that they released was Black Ops Cold War, which is like, oh, it's okay, but so here's the thing, they have like this, so there's been a rise of these like particular genre video games called Battle Royales. So Call of Duty, they added that, but they call it Warzone, but they have it in Black Ops Cold War, but in order to play it, you have to, so you can download Warzone for free, but I had bought Modern Warfare, so Warzone was automatically given to me. And you don't have to like buy Modern Warfare to just play Warzone. But if you want to play like multiplayer and the campaign mode, then yes, you will have to buy Modern Warfare. So when I had got Black Ops Cold War, I was thinking, Warzone was going to be on there, but no, they still have it where you like start up Modern Warfare and play it on there. So at the end of the day, like, the biggest Call of Duty game right now, if you're wanting to get into Call of Duty, will probably be Modern Warfare. And yeah, it's overall, everybody's still playing that. They're not really playing Black Ops Cold War. So until they release something bigger and better than Warzone and Modern Warfare, yeah, that will probably be the one that you want to get into. And other than that, what other like shooter games out there that are more popular than Call of Duty? Probably the second biggest game, or probably the game that's like neck and neck with Call of Duty, would be Rainbow Six Siege. Now, Rainbow Six Siege, like, that's just strictly multiplayer. There's no Battle Royale mode or none of that stuff. Like, it's just PvP, player versus player, if you don't know what that means. But yes, you just going up against some other random person across the world. But with Rainbow Six Siege, like, if you're really big into like details and graphics and all of that stuff, Rainbow Six Siege is the game to go. But if you're just wanting to get a shooter and don't really care for all of that, then yeah, go ahead. You could get Modern Warfare and it wouldn't really be no problem. Or any other Call of Duty or something. Don't get older Call of Duty games, because all those games have been like modded and hacked. So you're just gonna be coming across people that's like you won't be able to kill them. There's gonna be people flying across the map. People with like infinity bullet guns or crap. Like it's just stupid how people hack games. Like, yes, and that's one thing for sure, is that you will come across, like, depending on what game you play, you will come across hackers. And yeah, that's pretty much like just a person. Like, you shouldn't get mad at the fact that you can't kill them or they're just killing you left and right. They overall suck at the game, and that's the only way that they're able to win, is by hacking it. So it's nothing on your part. They're just trash. All right. So, but yeah, back on Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege is a very detailed game. Like, I would recommend watching some videos on that. If you want to, you could go to my gaming channel, TMossBoss Gaming. I've recorded a crap ton of different games and videos on different consoles: PC, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 4, what else? Yeah, Xbox, I think at some point in time, the Xbox 360. Yeah, I've recorded a bunch of different videos. So, but yeah, console, it's chill. Like, you don't have to really worry about too much with console. Other than the fact, like, it's gonna get old at some point in time, and then you're gonna have to go out and get a new console. So the latest ones right now, in case you was wondering, is for the Xbox Series X, and for the PlayStation, PlayStation 5. But you can get like the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. But I would recommend, if you do that, if you want to get like the older consoles, you don't really care for the newer console. But I would recommend like waiting until like the newer consoles is available to buy and stuff, so then you don't have to like worry about, like, because to me it just seemed like it'd be a waste of money to buy the older console just for the newer consoles to be in store, and then you're like, oh man, I should have waited. So wait a moment, or you can just go out and get you a PC, which I will talk on in a moment. But yeah, but if you do decide to get like the older consoles, get the Xbox One X or the PlayStation 4 Pro. Those are the latest ones. Those are the ones that's like optimized for 4K TVs and so on. So yeah, those would probably be. But it would probably be best if you do get a any gaming device, get you a gaming monitor. Gaming monitors are more optimized for it. 4K TVs, like, you can play video games on them, but it's better if you play like on a gaming monitor. It's overall like you better in some sort of way. I don't know how to really describe it, but it's like it's overall going to play better, I guess. I don't know, but if you want to play on a 4K TV, ain't nobody gonna see you over it. So anyways, there is that. And now getting into PC gaming. Now, and if you do have any questions about like getting into gaming, you very well can reach out to me. I will give off all like my socials at the end of this episode. But back into getting into PC gaming. So to overall tell you guys my experience when I got into PC gaming, it was confusing. It was very, very confusing. Oh my god. Like, so I ended up, when I had asked for a laptop, I should have maybe asked for a gaming laptop and not just I just want a laptop. Like, I don't care what kind of laptop it is, I just want a laptop. Because if that's the case, I should have got one of those like Microsoft like Surface whatever's, like one of them laptops, because the laptop that I got was it wasn't good for gaming, but it overall wasn't a good laptop at all. That thing broke after I think a few years of having it, and I'm like, fam, I just don't think gaming laptops should last only a few years, or I just think laptops shouldn't overall last a few years. I think it should overall last you a while. Like, I just don't understand. Like, there is the one computer I had for the longest, or it was a family computer, but it was like overall we had it for the longest, and it never broke, or it didn't go out after a few years. And so, well, we hadn't used it in a while. We had all got iPhones and freaking tablets and all that crap. But but no, so when I had got into PC gaming, so overall, when I had got my laptop, I started thinking like, oh man, I could play video games on here now. So I was under the impression that you could just get a game and just start playing it. There shouldn't be, no like requirements to play games. But with PC gaming, there are requirements, and there is a website you can go to called System Requirements Lab. I think that's what it's called. But overall, like, yeah, you could go to that website. And there might be other websites where you could go to, but I think System Requirements Labs is a more easier website to check out. You just gotta download like this like file, and then overall, like when you go to see like, so let's say you get a gaming laptop, right? Let's say you get like somewhat, like you get like the one that's like in the middle. It's not the worst one, but it's also not the best, gaming laptop either. So you get like one that's in the middle, right? And there's a game that you got your eye on, and you want to like see if it's like optimized, or not optimized, but it's playable on your laptop. Now, in my opinion, I would recommend getting the best possible laptop out there. If you need to like have like recommendations or which one should I get, probably is going to be the most expensive one. If you're in the market of getting an expensive gaming laptop, yes, then go out, get like the biggest and baddest one that you can find. Don't get any ones that cost under $1,000. If you get any of them, the ones that's under $1,000 those would be like the low end gaming laptops that's meant for like games that came out back in the early 2000s. And what else? Yeah, that's well. Then again, like I did have one laptop that was under $1,000, and it played like some of the games like pretty well and things. But still, I would personally recommend going out getting the biggest and baddest one. Because like if you are one, so let's say if you want to play Call of Duty on the gaming laptop, you're gonna need like one of the better laptops out there. You're gonna need definitely a laptop that costs some money, because the one that I have cost me $1,600, and it was messed up because I bought another one thinking that one was gonna work properly. That one couldn't record videos. So I should have gotten into that before I got into PC gaming. I'm gonna talk on that real quick. So let's say if you're wanting to record videos or start streaming, one thing that you are going to need is a capture card. So you could go on. There's the Elgato capture card that will overall like, yeah, if you get like that, and then you can use either Streamlabs OBS Studios, or the software that Elgato captured, like they overall have one for free. You could use either of those ones, and yeah, they all work fine for recording and streaming and all that stuff. But I would recommend using Streamlab OBS for streaming, and then you could use like OBS or the Elgato capture software one for recording videos. But I think you can never mind. You can record videos on Streamlab OBS. It's pretty easy. So yeah, you can download that, which is free, and stream, record, do whatever you want to do on that. So, but no, back on gaming on the laptop and stuff. So when I got my laptop, there's one of the games that I did get that opened my eyes with gaming on like computer gaming on PCs is H1Z1. It's like this old survival like game, but then it's like changed into a battle royale, and nobody really plays it anymore. But anyways, so I had got that game, and that's when it had like hit me that this game is not playable on my laptop. And so overall, when I did try to play, and I think I still have that video up when a wolf in the game had ran up on me and scared me. And it was funny because it was like a slideshow of photos. Like you see the wolf in the distance, and then you seen it up close, and then it was up in my face, and I think that's what like kind of had me a little freaked out. But anyways, yeah, that wasn't good. That wasn't good at all. So That laptop wasn't good. And then eventually I did. So it was crazy because that laptop broke. So I ended up getting another laptop, and then that laptop started acting slow. So then I ended up getting a gaming laptop, and then that one started messing up. And then I had got me and this it was like Asus it was an Asus gaming laptop, which was okay, but it wasn't good enough for the games that I wanted to play. So then I ended up giving that laptop to my friends. Forso, shout out to them. Make sure you guys go subscribe to their YouTube channel. And then I ended up getting the MSI laptop, which I'm using to record my podcast episode right now. Yeah, this laptop can do just about anything. Record video, stream, what else? It does it all. So I do like this laptop a lot. It's good, probably the best gaming laptop I've ever had. And also you don't necessarily have to get a laptop. I was just saying that because it's more portable. Like in case you want to go out somewhere and play and things, like you very well can do that. But I would recommend like getting you some single player games. There are those games out there that exist where they're multiplayer only. So like for an example, like Call of Duty multiplayer game. That's a game where it's like you're gonna need some Wi-Fi or something. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that. But there's that. So yeah, make sure you have some single player games if you do plan on taking them out in public. And that's the cool thing about with gaming PCs and gaming laptops is that you can get you a Xbox or a PlayStation controller and play it on there. But it's more easier with an Xbox controller, especially if it's wired, because you don't have to get like no adapter or none of that other stuff to use it. You could just get the wire, plug it in, and then it sets everything up for you. So if you want to play on the controller or just test it out to see how it feels, you could go up to like GameStop's, Walmart, get you a controller for like maybe $30-$40 or something like that, rather than getting a PlayStation controller, which is going to probably be a little bit more expensive. PlayStation controllers are expensive. Any wireless controller is going to be expensive. So get you a wired controller. Saves you on batteries and all that crap. So there's that. But but it will probably be best if you really want to like go above and beyond. Get you a gaming PC. Get you like the best gaming PC. But I know that people out there be building them, so you very well can do that and just see and find all the parts that you need for a gaming PC. But overall, like if you just want one pre-built, then yeah, you can go up to like Best Buy or order one on Amazon or something. I'm guaranteed they're gonna have them somewhere. So there's getting into gaming. It's a lot. Like I've obviously had 22 minutes to talk about it all, but it's fun, man. I'm telling you, like once you have everything set up, it is going to be a breeze. Like you're gonna have some fun playing some games. So and that being said, make sure you find a game out there that you like. So if you're into racing, there's a crap ton of racing games. There's golfing games. There's a bunch of different sport games out there that you can play. What else? Shooting games, scary games, funny games. Yeah, there's so many different types of games out there. Just go on either Xbox Store, PlayStation Store, or Steam, or you could just look up like best, or go on to YouTube and then be like, oh, what is the best shooting game, best racing game, best whatever, and guarantee you're going to find something. So anyways, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. If you got any questions, you can reach out to me on Twitter, TikTok, you can follow me on those platforms, but probably best places to reach out to me about that type of stuff is probably be like Instagram or Twitter. But you can follow me or like my page on social media. Well, my Facebook page is the TMossBoss fan page, or follow me across social media. Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, or Instagram at TMossBoss. Subscribe to one of my 31 YouTube channels. I got a crap ton of channels that y'all could go check out. And I'll probably end up doing like a video on either my gaming channel or my like electronics/technology channel to like get furthermore into it and stuff. So and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.